Everybody, Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah. We're on page 365 of these books, 365, okay, for Mao's Sur. 365, top of the page. Ma'od Sur Yeshuati Lecha na'eh l'shabeach Tikon beit tefilati V'sham toda nezabeach Le'etachin matbeach Mitzar ha'menabeach Az egmor bashir mizmor Chanukah tamizbeach Az egmor bashir mizmor Chanukah tamizbeach 365 the English. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging foes were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our held strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. Welcome everybody. I have Paul Lefkowitz up here on the bench with me. Really appreciate the support. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. I want folks to check in with the people around you. Don't just swap names. Don't just speak to the people that you came with, but also check in with them and say to each other what's bringing you light right now at this time of year. What's bringing you light into your life? Swap that now. Check in with the other folks. So I want to call on Bill Burke from our Board of Trustees. Bill is going to tell us about all of the things that are coming up at Colony in the next little bit of time. New?
Normally you give me an hour, but just a little bit of time?
Just a little bit of time. Sorry.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Thank
Shalom.
you. Thank you to Rabbi Malcolm and Paul for leading services this evening, and express my appreciation to everybody who's joined us for services, the clergy, professional, tech, and facilities teams, Chris, as always, and everybody who contributes to making our services and programs possible. Thank you to Sharon and Art, who moved up 5 rows in preparation for lighting the Shabbat candles. Tomorrow, Torah study will occur at 8:30, and learning Shabbat services will follow at 10. Also, Shabbat Shebang in the Religious School Auditorium. So picture the menorah outside with 8 candles and our leader candle, how beautiful that would be. We have 2 more nights, so please join us at 5:45 each night for a short sing-along, hosted by a different Kol Ami group. Also, picture WKA realizing the end of their fundraising goal. The Light One Candle fundraiser is almost there, so please help by participating. It benefits the B'nai Mitzvah tutoring program, which we have a lot of this year, so thank you for your help with that. WKA is also holding a winter clothing drive, so you can donate jackets, sweaters, sweatshirts for the benefit of students in local school districts. Kol Ami will be closed on December 25th, but you know who won't be closed is the bowling alley, because they're hosting Mocha, bowling and Chinese food. So if you're interested in joining, I assume there's lots of information on the internet, or you can hit up some of the Mocha members who are here tonight. Please check out the website, the weekly email for more information. And on behalf of the clergy, staff, and board of trustees, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So we will get to the Shabbat candles in a second, but we need the Chanukah candles first. So everyone who's got one of the menorahs down here, come right now. And you're going to light the Shamash candle, the servant candle, in preparation for doing the blessings, after which we'll light all the rest of the candles. So everybody find the menorah, light the Shamash candle, and then we're going to sing the blessings together. And I'm going to borrow the matches and get this particular menorah going. All right.
Well,
And also, you could have taken the step that Liz Schallenberger took to dress like a menorah, which is amazing. Okay, incredible. All right, and we're going to sing the blessings together first. Yeah, you go ahead and light the shamash. Oh, you've got the shamash candle. That's what you've got in your hand. Oh, my goodness. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Now the blessing for miracles. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh. Okay, just going to relight a couple of these. All right, fantastic. Thanks, everybody. Looks absolutely glorious. On page 2 for the Shabbat candle lighting, Art and Sharon, come up here now.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Make a decision. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, as may we by our lives give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light of the. So may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Okay,
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Talking of those Chanukah candles, let's sing together Ocho Candelitas. You can see the words on the screen behind us. Chanukah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Chanukah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelicas, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí.
Muchas
Hacer con alegrías y placer, muchas fiestas va a hacer, con alegrías y placer. Oh, uno candelicas, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Los pastelicas voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicas voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Oh, uno candelicas, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. One more time. Uno candelicas, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. All right, we're on page 20 to welcome the Sabbath bride with the Chadodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet b'lit kehila
Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם. נעשוך סוף מעשה, במחשבה תחילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך, קומי אורי, 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 שתדברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נקלע לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצלה, תוך אמונה עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
You remain standing on 26 for the half Kaddish.
יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבו.
Amen.
ועמד יברא קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מברך, לעולם ימי עמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל. שמי דקדושה
ברכו
לעילה, מנחה ברכתה בשירתה,
תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמה,
ואמרו
Amen. Page 28.
That's a good idea. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam olam vaed. Lai, 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 lai,
Verse 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Oh, Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Le'olam Vaed. 36 for Vahavta. Please be seated if it is your custom.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאותה ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכספתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובישעריך, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 40 for Micha Mocha, which will sing to the Chanukah melody of Mount Song.
Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osef eleh, Nora tehilot, Osef eleh, Nora tehilot, Osef eleh. Malechutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Zelianu ve'amru, anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam vaed, Adonai yimloch le'olam vaed.
ונאמר כי פדד אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו,
Baruch atah Adonai, Kol Yisrael.
Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and rise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. You can find the words of Hashkivenu up here.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, Hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, Hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ushmot tzedekenu ovorenu lechayim ushalom me'ata ve'ad olam.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Over on page 44, legend has it that if all the Jews keep Shabbos 2 Shabbases in a row, then Messiah will come. Well, if everybody either spins round during the chorus of the Shema or at least waves their hand like that, then maybe also Messiah will come on page 44 of the Shema.
You know, it's the dreidel thing to do, is to spin.
Yeah, it's true.
Just saying.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם,
אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני, את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש,
שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Page 46, please rise for the tefillah.
Adonai tiftach tach tiftach
Ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka,
Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagdol Hagibor V'Hanora. El Elyon. Gomer Chasadim Tovim. V'konei Hakol. V'zoker Kasei Avot V'Imaot. U'mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem. Leman Shemo B'Yahava. Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch Atah Adonai. Magen Abraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai. Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav LeHoshia. Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGoshem. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed. Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim. Umatir Asurim. Umekayem Emunato. Lishenei Afar. Michal Mocha Baal Gevurot. Umidom Melach. Melech Memit Umachayeh. Umatzmiach Yeshua. V'nemon Atol HaChayot HaKol. Baruch Atah Adonai. Mechaye HaKol. Atah Kidosh V'Shimcha Kadosh. U'Kedoshim B'Kol Yom Yehalel Asela. Baruch Atah Adonai. Ha'el HaKadosh.
Going to turn to page 264 for the traditional Chanukah insert to the tefillah, Al HaNesim. We thank you for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and saving acts. Page 264.
Al HaNisim ve'al HaPurkan ve'al Gvuorot ve'al HaTeshuot ve'al HaMilchamot she'atzonu l'avotenu v'yotenu b'yamim hazman hazeh. Al HaNisim ve'al HaPurkan ve'al Gvuorot ve'al Teshuot ve'al HaMilchamot she'atzonu l'avotenu v'yamim hazman hazeh. Al HaNisim ve'al HaPurkan ve'al Gvuorot ve'al Teshuot ve'al HaMilchamot she'atzonu l'avotenu v'yotenu b'yamim hazman hazeh. Al HaNisim ve'al HaPurkan ve'al Gvuorot ve'al Teshuot ve'al HaMilchamot she'atzonu l'avotenu v'yotenu b'yamim hazeh.
Continue in silence with the rest of the tefillah, be going from page 54 onwards. page 367. 367. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice, justice and freedom denied. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as a song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Big finish there, very nice. Gonna just take a moment for our healing list. We have recently added the name of Ari Rubin. We also think of the family of the remaining hostage in Gaza, Run Gvili. Hope for his body to be returned to his family so they can heal. Is there anyone in the room who wants to add a name for healing? Someone who could use some extra support, Marshall? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Shar. Okay, thanks. Helmet. Helmet. Thank you, Hillary. Thanks so much. Please. Thank you. Jim. Okay, thanks. Thank you. So much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Okay. Our healing prayer can be found on page 253. Please rise physically or spiritually. Hold hands, link arms as we sing together. Shebera avotenu mekor habracha le'amotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebera imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. So it's been quite the week. The events in Bondi Beach and Brown, and the shooting of the professor at MIT. So it's our job, whether we like it or not, to look for some light in the midst of the darkness. And so I have a few ideas about that this evening. And a couple of weeks ago, I talked about the hope that we could be positively transformed by experiences we had at Column A. And after that service, I was chatting to one of our wise congregants, Fran Haggerty. Oh, there you are, Fran. Okay. That's right. Credit where it's due. Fran, who's a licensed counselor, I was talking to her about how she helps her clients who come to her in trouble, who are traumatized or in crisis. And she said she appreciated my hope that Column E could provide transformational experiences, and also that from her therapeutic work, she could see that positive transformation could even be possible in dark, difficult times. And I replied, I hadn't mentioned that in my sermon, even though I believed it, because I didn't think that dark, difficult times always brought positive transformation, only sometimes. So I was a little bit leery of mentioning that. But she had a point. And it's worth considering, though, even as we experience Chanukah, whether it's possible to find some light even in the midst of darkness, even in the middle of tough situations. And immediately, I thought of a story I just read in the book by Eli Sharabi, who had been held by Hamas as a hostage in Gaza for 491 days. And Sharabi survived to tell his account of captivity, but one of the things that kept him going was the wisdom of his fellow hostage, someone who didn't survive, Hirsch Goldberg Polin. Sharabi relates the story as follows. He says, on our second day here, someone sighs. And Ori looks at him and says to Hirsch, Hirsch, tell them the sentence you kept telling me back at the other house. What sentence? He asked. Tell him, says Ori. Hirsch looks at us. He who has a why can bear any how. So I mull it over, Sharabi says. The saying feels like a gift. It matches the spirit I'm already in. Even before hearing the words, I'm already living them. I have a why, many whys. And I'm focused on surviving, on living, on being, on returning alive and well to my family and my life. I have a why. And the first night in the tunnels passed, then the second, soon another will pass. I can do this. I can survive anything, Sharabi says. And he's writing about being in the middle of the worst kind of darkness, in a tunnel underneath Gaza, held captive without any discernible concrete reason for thinking he might ever escape or be released. And even in the midst of that darkness, though, Sharabi was able to find light and hope because of this one phrase from his fellow hostage: he who has a why can bear any how. Indeed, Hirsch recently appeared in an old photo alongside other hostages where they were lighting a Chanukah menorah, a makeshift one, in one of the tunnels under Gaza. And this sense of ritual and purpose kept them going. He who has a why can bear any how. It's actually an original quote from the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who probably meant it as a joke. But it was taken on by the Jewish therapist Viktor Frankl, who developed a therapeutic philosophy based on it. Frankl would meet newcomers off the train at the Theresienstadt concentration camp and help them come to terms with their new surroundings. And Frankl observed that prisoners who maintained a sense of future purpose, or why, if you will, whether reuniting with loved ones, completing unfinished work, or bearing witness to their suffering, were more likely to survive. And he actually recounts marching to work in freezing conditions, consumed by trivial irritations, when he suddenly imagined himself lecturing after the war about the psychology of the concentration camp. And this mental shift, transforming his suffering into future teaching material, would you believe it, helped him transcend his immediate misery and gave his ordeal purpose. It gave him a why, and he was able to find light in the darkness. There's not a single person who's part of this service here or at home who hasn't faced darkness and challenges which at the time seemed impossible to surmount. My point is, it's sometimes in the midst of the darkness you can actually find the light, and it's illustrated beautifully by our tradition. So Rebbe Nachman of Breslov, the great Hasidic leader, noticed something important in the book of Exodus, which is very helpful to us at Chanukah. There's a passage which takes place just after Moses has received the Ten Commandments, and the whole of Mount Sinai is covered in a dense cloud, completely dark because of the cloud. And we're told, Vayamod ha'am merachok, the people kept their distance. U'Moshe nigash el ha'arafel, and Moses entered the cloud, asher sham ha'elohim, where God was. In other words, Rebbe Nachman says the people don't really understand. They see the cloud and the darkness within the cloud, and they're afraid to enter it. They stand far off. Moses, on the other hand, sees the darkness and says, God dwells even there. Again, in the words of Rebbe Nachman, Ba'atzma nista Hashem yitbarach. Precisely in there is where God is hidden. As I said before, I'm not sure it's always possible to find light in the darkness, but if you listen carefully to the words from our tradition, it's saying God and light and hope is hidden in the darkness. Not easily apparent in the darkness. When we see we're in the depths of despair, those understandable feelings keep us often from seeing any light. It's definitely not obvious. We have to search for it and find the purpose inside of it. And last Sunday night, that terrible attack on Jews celebrating Chanukah occurred. The Bondi Beach massacre shook our faith in the ability of Jews to live safely in Western society, and it's made us feel vulnerable in public. Heaped more tragedy on our community still mourning October 7th. And yet, even in the moment, in this darkness, we could find light. Ahmed Al-Ahmed, the fruit seller there in Sydney, who jumped on one of the attackers at great personal risk. Boris and Sophia Gorman, who tackled another gunman, unfortunately dying in the attempt. Dan Al-Kayem, one of the victims, shielding people with his body. The attack at Bondi Beach was an awful thing, and even in its midst, the light of self-sacrifice was found, and that light was certainly not easy to find, but it was there if we didn't avert our gaze. As we get closer to the end of Chanukah, we could be forgiven for focusing on the light, the beautiful Chanukiah, with all of the stunning candles blazing fire into the world. However, sometimes we should also look beyond the circle of light, which is created by those candles, to the darkness and to the mystery. In there, our sages tell us, even in there, when we are laid low, when we're in trouble or trauma, when we need help, when we need raising up, there is God, there is hope, there is purpose, and there is a why. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Chanukah. So, with a week like we've had, it's actually incredibly important to take a moment for positive things and good things that have happened to people in our congregation. So, could we get a couple of people to share good things that are happening in their lives from this past week? Would someone like to? Yes, Dana.
I was able to do a full rotation on the bicycle as a part of my PT, and that was a first.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. You look at your surgery and laugh in its face. Okay, incredible. Yes, good things.
My husband and I are celebrating our 33rd wedding anniversary today.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for coming here to celebrate. So, even though it's lovely to do rounds of applause, what we do in synagogue is we say Yashar Koach. Yeah, we wish you strength. Who was it? Who wanted? Yes, Jim, please.
So my beautiful wife surprised me with a trip to Las Vegas, where we saw
Vegas,
the
baby.
Wizard of Oz at the Sphere,
Okay.
among other wonderful things. We kayaked down the Colorado River, we ate amazing food, and she just surprised me out of the blue.
That's beautiful. Deborah Jacobs, well played. Yeah. Did anyone else want to? Yashar Koach, we wish you strength. Okay, Shoshana, you're going to be the last one here. Tell us something good.
I got a greenhouse, and I'm now picking and growing all kinds of vegetables.
Amazing. Okay, will you bring some in for us to enjoy? All right, you're all independent witnesses that Shoshana's going to bring us in stuff to taste, okay, from her greenhouse. So for that wonderful thing and all the other great things, we're going to sing the Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Page 282 for Aleinu. Please rise. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא Bayom Hahu Ki Adonai Echad Ushemo 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 Echad
Yitkadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbo.
Please be seated. Before we get to the Kaddish, I'd like to invite anyone who's saying Kaddish for a loved one to meet me down at the front and take one of these stones in your hand, place it on the table by way of remembering them. If you'd like to do that, please come forward now. Wanted to mention the victims of the Bondi Beach shooting: Matilda Britvan, Rabbi Eli Schlanger, Alexander Klaitman, Dan Al-Qayyam, Rabbi Yaakov Levitan, Peter Meager, Boris Gorman, Sophia Gorman, Tibor Weitzen, Reuven Morrison, Marika Pogani, Edith Brutman, Boris Tettelroyd, and Adam Smythe. And those who died or were laid to rest this past week from our community: Olga Cohen, mother of Billy and Andy, grandmother of Amanda, Taylor, and Rory. Those who died in the past month: Robert Leventhal, Timothy Jones, Joan Morris, Donald Allen Cohen, Kenneth Berkson, and Mauro Litwin Yochpe. And those whose yahrzeits fall on this Shabbat. If you hear the name of your beloved, please rise. Esther Adler, Donna Altman, Phil Bartell, Charlotte Bellman, Harold Berkman, Louis Besserman, Warren Bodal, Norman Braverman, Jeanette Brown, Irving Buckman, Patricia Burton, Adeline Kane, Hyman Capin, Richard Champion, Richard Cohen, William Davidson, Marshall Dritch, Dorothy Einhorn, Jeffrey Fish, Minette Friedman, Sean Gallagher, Robert Geiger, Maxine George, Abe Gewirtzman, Henry Gitlin, Arthur Goldbaum, Joseph Golden, Charles Gordon, Arnie Heyman, Joseph Halpern, Louise June Hausband, Anne Hanmacher, Lillian Hirsch, Ione Hortense, Diana Kagan, Susan Carmel, Linda King, Gary King, Abraham Kitai, Mark Klafter, Charles Klein, Jacob Kaminsky, Herbert Krause, David Lasky, Fanny Lauwasser, David Lauwasser, Sol Lederman, Leah Levin, Henry Lopez, Frank Marcus, Norman Margulies, Jack Gordon Marks, Ruth Levy Mayer, Victoria Morrison, Mariana Neumann, Alfred Paley, Dorothy Pitt, Dorothy Rabin, Ruth Richter, Fred Roth, William Rubin, Rose Rubenstein, Harry Samlin, Sarah Skolnick, Louis Shaw, Pauline Schiffman, Norman Silver, Shirley Silverman, Jeanette Silverstein, Rose Simon, Rita Size, Susan Solomon, Sonia Tabankin, Frank Volkowitz, Elias Waldman, Craig Watson, Ruth Weil, Leonard Weiner, Florence Weinstein, Jean Weisberger, Ava Weiss, Faye Whitaker, Jean Wiener, Bernice Mendelssohn Wiener, Leo Wiener, Rose Wolf, and Molly Zamost. Is there anyone who we should have mentioned for Kaddish this week that we didn't? If so, please raise your... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Page 294. Will everyone please rise to support the mourners as we say, Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, ba'amah divrach hirutei v'yamnik malchutei, b'chai echon of yom echon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Yehei Shemei Rabbah mavarach le'olam olamei al meyah, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ah v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitada v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha B'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran ba'alma v'yimru Yehei Shalom Rabba min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Oseh Shalom b'mromav Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru
Amen.
V'imru, 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 amen. V'imru, 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 amen. Back on page 5 for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu Zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit Ki hu yom tehillah le'mikroi kodesh Zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Ki vanu b'charta Yotanu kidashta Mikol ha'amim Shabbat kodshecha B'ahava uvratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
Chaim.
Oh, that is just awful.
Yep, I can confirm the wine in our cups was really bad. Okay. Going to get everybody, make sure we connect the community together by placing your hands on the challah, or your hands on someone who's already got their hands on the challah, or if you're at the back, putting your hands on someone who's got their hands on someone who's got their hands on the challah. As we say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
So before we sing our final song, just to flag up one of the things that Bill Burke mentioned earlier, that tomorrow is our Learning Shabbat. Please be seated. Our Learning Shabbat, so members of our community will teach on a particular theme related to the liturgy, in this case, the beautiful patterns and structures that emerge from our Shabbat morning service. That's one highlight. Tomorrow also, because there'll be a young families event in the other room, we're going to get the young people to appear exactly at the moment we're reading from the Torah. They'll process with us and be part of that, get a special blessing. And if that wasn't enough, we're reading 3 verses from each of 3 scrolls, one for the weekly portion, one for Chanukah, and one for the new moon. So tomorrow morning will be an absolute cavalcade of joyous wonder. So please do not miss out. 10 a.m. If you've still got strength after Torah study at 8:30. We conclude our service on page 365, in the middle of the page, 365, not by might. Not by might and not by power, but by the Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by the Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. The children sing,
La 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 la.
the children dream, ah, and their tears may fall, and we'll hear them call, and another song will rise, and another song will rise, and another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by the Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by the Spirit alone, Ruach, shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by power. Shalom. Thank you so much to Paul for helping us.